Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another initial focus video. And today we're taking a look at some softboxes from Camera. I've had many other products over the years, including the matte box that is on the camera, which if you haven't seen that, check out my Instagram, all those links down below. I also have the follow focus, amazing products for pretty amazing prices in my opinion. And as you may or may not know as well, I've had the three F&V K4000S lights for a long time. Now these are 1x1 panels, and basically that just means it's a square foot, 1 foot by 1 foot, 1 by 1 foot math. Now these lights are pretty expensive, and they come with these what I call milk diffusers. I believe that's almost the official name, if not. Basically just adds a little bit of a layer of diffusion. But the downside to this one is the fact that it is very thin, and the fact that there is a big gap between the actual LED panel and the milk diffusion, so you lose all that light out the sides, which if you're just trying to fill a room with light and have somewhat of a soft spot, then that's okay. But if you're like me and like more spotlight but soft, it's not enough. So over the years, I've been on the prowl for softboxes. When I was doing still photography work, I love the look of softboxes, but they were pretty hard to come by. And F&V had some options, but I don't know if they came out with any for this specific model. And if they did, they were a couple $100, so I had to hold off a little bit. But then I came across these a couple days ago on Amazon. I actually saw a video for a different model and found out that Camera makes them for different sizes, including a 1x1. Now the cool thing is this is a generic softbox. These aren't specifically made for the F&V lights. They're just made for 12 foot by 12 foot, 12 inch, 1 foot. They're a generic size for a 1x1 LED panel, and then they make a couple smaller sizes as well. So if you have the small, what's the brand name? Have to look. The smaller Viltrox LED light that my buddy Armando reviewed a long time ago, causing me to buy a couple of them. They do make smaller ones to help fit those. Now, these are very inexpensive. The large size, the ones that I'm using here, are $30 each, which again, in terms of softboxes, is pretty cheap. Now, one big plus to these is the ease of use and the portability. They come in a very small packaging, a small little cylinder. They fold up the exact same way as those circle diffuser and bounce cards work. And, you know, it kind of takes some practice in the beginning, but once you get it, it's very fun to show off to your friends how fast you can do it. But anyway, it's extremely small packaging, so even the two of them can easily fit inside any backpack, any bag or camera case. Now once you get it out of the bag, the setup is extremely easy as well. As soon as you unfold it, it will kind of pop into a square-ish shape, and then all you need to do is straighten these little metal rods that keep it into its 3D shape. I really love this design, and while I can see this breaking somewhat easily because it's a string in between two prongs, kind of like how those cheap tents used to fit together, it works pretty well, and the durability seems pretty high, especially for $30. I can't complain at all. I'm a huge fan of the design, but if you're looking something that you can really be super tough and rough on, I mean, I guess I'll see. Maybe they'll surprise me and hold up for a very long time, but just keep in mind, $30, people. Now this actually comes in a couple different varieties. Now I mentioned before that I like a very spotlight and soft look, but some people may want that more like China globe, just kind of overall fill with soft light. So they do come with a model that is white on all sides of the diffusion, whereas this one is going to be, of course, white in the front to diffuse, and then you have a kind of reflective on the insides, but black flagging on the outside, so that way no light leaks throughout the sides. Now, depending on how big your 1x1 LED is, you may get some light leak on the back like I do if you tilt, because again, this is a generic softbox. It's not specifically made, so you're not going to get a perfect seal, but pretty much I'd say 98% of the light is going forward in the direction that I want. Now this is going to come down to personal preference, but sticking in line with my goal of perfectly diffused ultra soft light, I'm actually keeping the milky diffuser that the F&V lights came with underneath this. So I actually have 2 layers of diffusion. I have the straight rectangular plastic milk diffuser that the LEDs came with, and then I'm actually putting this generic Camera diffuse softbox on top of that. When I first attached it, I didn't have the standard diffusion at all, and I could actually still see on the outside the LED lights, and it wasn't as diffused as I like, but of course that's going to come down to personal preference. Now the F&Vs pretty much fill this softbox and connect to it pretty tightly, but in the box does come with some straps, as you may have seen earlier, and these are simply so that you can strap your light in. If your LED has barn doors, it makes it very secure, so you can the pictures online show that you put your barn doors completely open and flat, and then you put these straps on top of it. For me, I can put them across the back, but it doesn't really do anything. But let's say you have a little bit smaller light and you buy this 12 inch by 12 inch cutout in the back. Well, you can at least, strap it in to get a little bit more security. It comes with 4 straps, each light, so there's plenty enough to go around. And of course, if you haven't already guessed, this entire video, well, in this shot at least, was completely filmed with the 2 softboxes. So yeah, I did get 2 of them for 2 of the LEDs. I don't have the 3rd one on, and there are no other lights in my apartment currently, so this is completely lit. And I basically just have a softbox right hither and one right yonder. They're the same distance, in case you're curious. Here, I'll take a picture so you can smile. Boom. So yeah, that is the setup. Pretty simple for this one. I may end up in the future, if I really like these, pick up a 3rd one for that 3rd LED light. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these in the comments down below. And of course, this product will be linked in the description, so you can pick it up on Amazon for 30 bucks a pop, yet again. And if you do plan on purchasing, definitely... My dog is trying to steal food. If you guys plan on picking one of these soft boxes up, definitely, if you can, use that link in the description. I do get a small kickback from Amazon. Super appreciate you guys. Want to be transparent, always about that type of stuff. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.